The telecast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Today's Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Brad Johnson Insurance, Continental Resources, Stevens Grain Cleaning and Seed Sales, People's State Bank, Henson's Fur and Leather, Stevens Welding and Machine, Tioga Parts Supply, Patriot Fuels LLC, Glenburn Booster Club, Otheon Boutique, The Standard News and Brews, Shauna's Place, Basin Service Company, Sund Manufacturing, RTC Networks.
Welcome to Game Day Media. I'm Dallas Hansen, and thank you for choosing us. We have a great game today in the second round of 9-man playoffs between the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux and the Alexander Comets. Comets coming after a absolutely fantastic game where they did beat the Canmere Bowbells Honkers. So now they make their way to Westhope, and where they will find Walker Broughton and his teammates looking to make a run at a state title, but not so fast. The Alexander Comets will have something to say and looking to make another upset after last week. Don't go anywhere. The pregame show starts now.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today. Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. shop in downtown Tioga, or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Hey Westhope, the Standard News and Brews is cheering on the Sioux during the playoffs. Swing by on Main Street for your caffeine fix and grab the newspaper before Saturday's game. Hot and iced coffees, Red Bull infusions, Lotus energy drinks, and more. Go Sioux!
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Fuel up anytime at Patriot Fuels in Alexander, North Dakota. Open 24/7 on Highway 85. We've got you covered with all your fueling needs. Grab some hot food, refreshing beverages, and everything you need to keep you going day or night. Patriot Fuels in Alexander, where convenience meets quality. Stop by today.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Stevens Welding and Machine in Glenburn, North Dakota is a locally owned and operated full-service machine and welding shop specializing in fabrication, oil field and agricultural welding, and repair and hydraulics. We've been in the Glenburn area since 1946. Shauna's Place is a small-town home cooking cafe located in Westhope. Everything from burgers, pizza, homemade soup, to muffins, cookies, pies, cakes, and much more. Also available for catering events and party rooms. Enjoy a meal at Shauna's Place.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
People's State Bank, with locations in Westhope and Newburgh, specializes in agricultural, commercial, and personal loans and offers convenient and easy online and mobile app banking, as well as tap-to-pay debit cards to make all your banking needs easy. Find their website at psbnd.com. Since 1964, Basin Service Company in Westhope has been providing roustabout, excavation, dirt work, crude oil, and hot oil trucks. Located 4 miles south on Highway 83, Basin Service Company is ready to help you with all your oil field needs. Visit their website at basinnation.com.
Welcome to Game Day Media. My name is Dallas Hanson, joined fieldside with David Peterson, and we've got a great one here. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you click that subscribe button if you are watching on YouTube, and the like button. Share with friends and family. Again, we are located on Game Day Media on YouTube and Game Day Media ND on Facebook if you're on Facebook. Right now, I'd like to welcome in my color guy today, the great, the infamous, the amazing and wise David Peterson. David, welcome.
Thanks, Dallas. Thanks for coming on board with this again. I think it's going to be an exciting game. We got 11 minutes to go till pregame festivities are over, and we get to do what we're pretty good at, is calling football games. I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of calling football games, last weekend we were in Alexander, the second, as far as we've known, second playoff game in a very long time in Alexander. Year before, they lose a heartbreaker to Hettinger County. They come in this year playing a good, salty Kenmare Bowbells Honker team. They beat the Honkers. But not only did they beat the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers, they did it with a backup sophomore quarterback. So the Comets lost one of their studs and absolutely great players in Jacob Novak. Hurt his collarbone. He's done for the year. Okay, Gillespie comes in, plays out of his mind. They end up winning the game, back and forth, back and forth. And David, we have to talk about who I feel is first or second team great player in Jordan Hernandez, the senior leader on this Comet football team.
Oh yeah, he had a heck of a game last week in Alexander, and he is probably the heart and soul of the offense, heart and soul of the Comets team. Battling through some injuries, got spiked. You talked to him, that was a non-issue for him. Tough kid, hard-nosed kid. Heard that he's going to Minot State to play running back next year, so they're going to be getting a dude in him, but I'm curious to see what Ethan Gillespie is going to be able to do. Yeah. This is now the second round of the playoffs. Everything tightens up a little bit more. You got Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux on the opposite side of the ball. They're going to flex their muscles early and often. How are you going to be able to rebound from some adversity? You know, being new, I'd imagine there's going to be some nerves for him, but I think it's going to be a fantastic start to the day.
Yeah, and let's talk about the Sioux a little bit. obvious note that we want to bring up is Walker Broughton, the North Dakota State Bison commit, is now looking into his senior year and trying to get that almighty state title. He won a basketball state title last winter, but he still needs that football one. And David, last year they came up short. And you and I have been covering the Sioux here for a while now. Head coach Anthony Lee.
At this time, we'd like to introduce the
they want to win, and they know what it takes now, but can they do it, David?
Yes, I think they're going to get through this game. After this game, they're going to start focusing on who's next for the Westhope-Newburg or for the Sioux, and it is going to be a tough task. They got the number 3 seed. I think travel is on their side. They're going to be hosting. If they get out of the win today, they're going to be hosting it here in Westhope next week. So look for that. But you know they are a powerful team. They've got weapons all over. They're going to have Hunter Tolstead back coming off of an injury. Look for them to utilize his presence. Jordan Addison,
great Vikings player.
Great
Addison Palmer.
Addison Palmer coming in, and you got Trayton Lessman, Will Arts. You got all sorts of weapons all over the field. Then look for Walker Broughton to not play quarterback and have him on a different side of the field. So a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball for Westhope.
Yeah, and they talk, Lane Fleur, who kind of handles the defense for the Sioux. One thing they talked about is how they're going to stop Hernandez. Hernandez, like we talked about earlier in the broadcast, a fantastic running back. But not only does he like to get to the outside, but he will run you over. The kid's power is amazing, and I feel like with the wind out there, it is a little windy today in Westhope. I see the Alexander Comets going to him early and often.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, had a bunch of other things going on. I missed what you said, but yeah. Look for Hernandez. He's going to be a focal point for the Comets. They got to get him the ball early and often. They're going to feed the beast as much as they can. The Rock's going to be handled by one of their best players, like you said earlier, one of the best players in the state of North Dakota. So look for Trey Jacobson to kind of light up the offense a little bit, get them moving, and get the ball into their hands.
Jordan Hernandez this year, 166 rushing attempts for 1,261 yards and 19 touchdowns. And there's a player also that we want to talk about with the Comets, Colin Spell, who had a great game, great opening round. He had just short of 85 yards receiving. He's a nice player so far, so another good one to watch. But all eyes are going to be on Ethan Gillespie, the sophomore who's now coming in for Novak, who the senior leader is done for the year. But let's talk a little bit about the Sioux. I mean, David, we'd be reminisce. Everybody knows about Walker Broughton, but this Sioux team is interesting because they've got so many players that contribute to Walker's success.
They certainly do. They are team. We've covered them 2 or 3 times this season, and they could really care less what their rankings are preseason. They could care less what their ranking is right now. They want to be ranked number 1 at the end of the year when they're playing in Fargo for the Dakota Bowl.
Trayton Lessman so far this year, 35 catches for 600 yards and 13 touchdowns. Will Arts, 24 catches for 430 yards with 4 touchdowns. 2 of Walker's favorite targets so far. But we're gonna take a quick break here, and when we come back, we will hear from both the head coaches and what they are going to do to win the second round playoff game. Don't go anywhere.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst.
As we continue our pregame show, I've now got the head coach of the Alexander Comets, Trey Jacobson. Trey, how we doing today?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing really good. At that last game, I got to do the call for with you guys playing Kenmare. What a game that was. Highs and lows for you guys. How was this week of practice after such a huge win?
You know, the kids were pretty pumped about winning their first playoff game since we've got 9-man back. And I don't know, practice went pretty good this week. Kids are riding a high, getting ready to go for this weekend.
You had a sophomore quarterback step up huge for you guys. He came in for one of your injured seniors who was a great all-star player for you, played quarterback and linebacker. But now you've got a new quarterback, a sophomore. How has practice went for him this week, and what do you see him doing in this big game against the Sioux?
You know, his confidence grew. I mean, he's 2-0 as a starter or playing majority of the game this year. So, I mean, it's a weird situation for sure going into a playoff game, having a brand new quarterback. But I mean, I'm confident in him. The guys are confident in him. And I mean, his confidence is at an all-time high for sure. So this week of practice went fairly well.
As a coaching staff, you're going in to play the Sioux. Westhope's got a great thing going these last 2 years. They went on some great magical runs, Walker Broughton, a lot of other pieces. As a coaching staff, what is going to be something you're trying to do, whether it's lockdown on defense, offensively? What's kind of something we can look forward to in this game from your coaching staff?
I mean, yeah, it's a tall task. They're senior-led group. I mean, they've got a lot of postseason experience, and that, I mean, goes a long ways, as you would know. But, yeah, it's just, we got to eliminate the big plays. I mean, that's what they kind of live and die off of. Try to contain Walker as best as possible. But, yeah, it's just go out there and play hard. That's kind of all we can ask for at this point.
Was the game last week Alexander's first playoff win at home?
I mean, we haven't had football in so long.
Yeah.
I don't know when the playoffs were, how it worked back in the 70s, 60s and stuff. I know we had some good teams back in those times, but I don't know exactly if that was if we've ever won a home game.
Well, how big?
As a playoff game.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, how big of it was for your community of Alexander to not only get to host a playoff game, but then to get a win in the style that you did? I mean, what was the vibe around the community?
This is our tails, that is heads. Who's going to be calling it? What would you like to call? Tails is called. I'm going to throw it up, let it drop on the ground. Tails is called. It's heads. You have won the toss, Westhope. What would you like to do? First, when you want the ball? Which kick first? Okay, let's turn around this way, guys. Westhope's won the toss. They've chose to defer. They will kick in that direction.
Thank you to Jeremy Melhoff, our Whitecap today, for the officiating crew. But hey, before we get to the ball game, we got to thank some of our sponsors and a big part of the Glenburn Booster Club. Let's start off with Cassie Arts Lord of the Aflac Agency. Really appreciate Cassie and Aflac coming on board, along with Egg Country Farm Credit Services, Agrit Incorporated, Aspire Credit Union out of Minot, WNG Electric LLC, Bryant Metals LLC, CHS Sun Prairie Grain, Clark and Laura Stevens Farm, Christensen Heating and Air, Dakota Barber Shop, that's Lori Hoff at Dakota Barber Shop, D-Bar P Bumpers, that's a mouthful, D-Bar P Bumpers, Dave and Sandy Pierre, Dell Juniors, Aaron Base Cooperative Resources, First Baptist Church located in Glenburn, GNP Commercial Sales Incorporated, the Glenburn Lions Club, high-level good Lions Club pancake breakfast, wish I would have had one this morning, Gooseneck Implement Company, Henson's Fur and Leather, Carla's Creative Cuts, and Minot Automotive Center. So a big shout out to all of those sponsors who made today possible, alongside with the Glenburn Booster Club. And David, it's a good feeling to not only do a game and Game Day Media catching some rhythm, but to have people come on board like that.
Oh man, the sponsors that we've reached out to down in Alexander, the Patriot Fuels. If you're heading towards Watford City, it's a humongous American flag right outside their facility. Get in there, get some gas, support these sponsors for Alexander Comets, and the reception that we've gotten from a lot of the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn community areas has been nothing but short of amazing, really. I mean, to be in western North Dakota, be able to come over and tell them what we're doing, fully supporting of their town and team. So it's been a lot of fun being able to expand our footprint a little bit more into the more central area of North Dakota, but they're doing a fantastic job, and without our sponsors across the board, top to bottom, none of this stuff would be possible. So thanks everybody for coming on board.
Well, speaking of amazing, Randy Peterson's not with us today because his mother, David, your grandma, turned the big 9-0 today. So we want to give a quick shout out to her, and what a great thing it is to not only turn 90 years old, but she watches every game. Her and Randy are watching from home at the big birthday party. There she is.
There
so
she
happy
is.
90th birthday.
Happy 90th birthday, Grandma Joyce. I feel like I'm probably falling to the bottom of the totem pole as the favorite grandson, but I'm sure Marissa, Libby, Alex, man, I have a brain fart here. Zach, all of my cousins have flown in from all over. I am probably good to go here, but I'm glad that she's having a good time. They're having a fantastic celebration here in Tioga. So happy 90th birthday, Grandma. She's a Halloween baby, so her actual birthday is on Halloween evening. So
shout out to Joyce and Randy. We appreciate you tuning in. And they are gearing up here in Westhope. They are very excited for this Sioux team to make a deep run in the playoffs. Home football game. The Sioux are coming off of a bye, but Alexander had to play one game already, so they're fresh. But we are going to take off our headgear now, stand up and look at the flag as we are going to have our national anthem played live from the booth.
Our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautiful job here. Beautiful job here and by Hazel for the national anthem. And we are just about underway. Thank you again for choosing Game Day Media. Make sure you share the video feed with all friends, family, anybody who loves a good game of football, just like us here at Game Day. And David, last thoughts before we kick off here. Any thoughts here, David, before we just about kick off?
No, I'm ready to go. Thanks, Dallas, as always, for coming up. We're going to get some swim lesson shout-outs here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fantastic day. We left the house 7.
What time did you leave?
7 o'clock this morning. We got here at 9:30, looking to get some breakfast over at Shauna's place. They were closed up. I'm sure the whole town of Westhope-Newburg and Glenburn are all right here. So sit down, get something to drink, enjoy the afternoon.
Well, on our side, where we are doing the broadcast, there is a lot of folks from Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn taking in this action, and the Alexander side starting to fill up too as well. But for everybody sitting at home, we're sitting temperature-wise right at 50 degrees with a little bit of a northwest wind, which makes it feel about 35 out there. So all the kids are bundled up. We see a few hand warmers out there, but it doesn't really matter when you've got a guy like Walker Broughton.
He'll heat it up
in freezing rain. He'll still play well.
Yeah, he'll definitely heat it up. I'm looking forward to. I mean, this generational talent, Dallas. You don't get to see this every day. You know, you put him right up there with Hunter Berg and Jim Kleinsasser of North Dakota legends, and he's just. The other thing that's probably better than being a good football, basketball, baseball player is you said it, a great, incredible kid. You know, the head on his shoulder, his mom and dad have raised him to be a tremendous young man.
Well, Trey Jacobson and the Comets are heading towards their sideline talking to Trey. As you heard in our coach's comments, he's excited. He wants to play, and he wants his kids to play good, but he said a thing during practice was also overcoming that injury that happened to Jacob Novak, their outstanding junior player. He was also a middle linebacker and their quarterback, so he's going to be missed heavily. But like we saw last week, we saw the up-and-coming Jaden Champion, who played extremely well.
Yeah, big kid, aggressive kid. I mean, he was tackling machine last week, plays out of his defensive end position, plays a lineman position. Between Jaden and Colt Champion, mom and dad's grocery bill's got to be about $400 or $500 a week, I bet.
Oh, yeah, at least. And there's another player that plays for the Comets that I love to watch, and that is Getzlaff. Corey Getzlaff, a sophomore linebacker who had a couple big plays. He got injured as well last week, but talking to Trey, he says he's back to 100%. Our PA announcer here, as you can tell, is very excited in Westhope. So we're gonna just listen in here a little bit as he's mic volume is very loud. There we go. So you just heard it here. The Sioux now getting introduced. Last introductions here from Walker Broughton and his team, trying to get this Dakota Bowl bound, as they in the second round are now going to face off against the Alexander Comets. We are seconds away from kickoff here.
A big round of applause.
Brandon Weber is one of our officials today, a very well-known official. He also refs at the DC Classic up in Crosby. Comes up, really like Brandon, but a guy that we've been around a long time. Jeremy Melhoff used to be a principal at Williston
elementary principal in Williston in the public school system, and then turned and transitioned into the Minot. One of the elementary schools does a fantastic job. I texted him earlier this week and said, "Hey Jeremy, this is David with GameDay. Would you be interested in?" I think he was typing yes back to me before I even hit the send button. So he does a fantastic job. I'm excited for Jeremy to be able to referee and white hat basketball referee a lot of high level basketball. Does a lot of Minot High games. So it's good for him to see Brandon Webbers as he's coming to the side judge. Maybe you can shout him out a little bit and get in his ear a little bit. He's right up next to us. So.
The Sioux will be kicking off to the Comets. Kicking off will be Walker Broughton. Sioux in the maroon jerseys with gold pants, Comets in all white. And we are underway. Walker, short kick. It's going to be, it almost got out of the hands of number 25 for the Comets. That was Rope Simonson. Not many kids named Rope. What a unique name.
Definitely a unique name, yeah.
Top 5 name there. Rope gets it wrangled in, no pun intended, and the Comets will take over now at the 38-yard line.
I think Walker maybe whiffed on that.
Just a little bit.
He looked like he was ready to kick it through the goalpost, and the ball only went about 10 yards, but he definitely put all of his leg. I think he just missed it. Probably a little bit of adrenaline running through these kids' bones right now.
Walker Broughton, who does wear number 4, he's going to be playing safety, but talking to Lane Fleur, he does go all around the yard. He's going to be playing safety for the Bison next year, but here come the Comets.
They're going to put him at quarterback.
Right away, they go to Hernandez. Look at this kid go, the senior. Nice little pickup of 4 for Hernandez.
Hernandez on the carry.
Yeah, it's going to be a heavy dose of Hernandez. He looks healthy. You know, the other thing that the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux, they had the week off.
Yeah.
They probably tuned into Game Day last week to watch the Alexander Comets matchup down there, but it is going to be a heavy dose of Jordan Hernandez today.
The sophomore Ethan Gillespie taking instructions from Trey Jacobson. Gillespie wears number 11. He came in last week with a heroic effort. Willed these Comets to this game today. Gillespie sends a man in motion. Another handoff to Hernandez. Hernandez stuffed at the line. My goodness, David.
Look at the pursuit as we take a look at this RTC Network's instant replay. The pursuit from the Sioux, as soon as the ball is snapped, you got 3 defensive linemen sitting there, three linebackers. Give it to Hernandez, and there was 7, 8 guys right along the tackle. So, I mean, it's hard to even call the tackle when you have 7 guys of pursuit towards the ball.
3rd and 7 now for this Comets offense.
Let's make some noise for that defense!
Comets now looking to move the ball. Trey saying they want to stay out of these 3rd and longs, but this is 3rd and manageable. Gillespie, another man in motion. Drops back, looking, got a man over the middle. It's caught. Nice play by Julian Grant. Julian's going to be close to the first down, but a good pass attempt right away.
Good play by Julian Grant. He had a huge second half last week, a big interception to kind of seal the deal last week against Kenmare Bowbells, just playing a nice, fantastic defensive back position. Just coming down the line of scrimmage, getting just enough to get right about the 49.5-yard line for a first down for the Comets. Nice way to open up the game.
Yeah, Gillespie stepped into that pass really nice. That is a Comets first down. Gillespie. So that is a Comets first down. Gillespie, quick pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez trying to find some running room, but he is gobbled up quickly. And that's going to be a loss of 3.
Yeah, definitely gobbled. A little bit of an option going left here as they get up to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get left, trying to get right. You know, the Comets are going to put something together. They are injury bugged big time right now. Not the best time to be injured, but they're going to be putting something together.
Jordan Hernandez so far in this year is just shy of 1,300 yards. 19 touchdowns to go with the 1,300 yards.
Like I said earlier, I think that he's going to Minot State, and Minot State is getting a very good running back in Jordan Hernandez.
Porter Soyseth now looking to get this catch, and it is just out of reach as Porter was chased out of bounds by Trayton Lessman. So Gillespie not able to connect on that one.
Yeah, that could be, you know, the rhythm and the timing. He didn't get all season snaps. We understood that he played quite a bit against Tioga when Alexander hosted Tioga just a couple weeks ago. So the quarterback position is not foreign to Ethan. It's just his not probably natural position this year. Next year, look for him to step in 100% of the time.
3rd and 13 for the Alexander Comets. Hernandez joined with Gillespie in the backfield. 2 to the right. Gillespie sends a man in motion. Oh, the snap goes beyond. Gillespie's in trouble. It's going to be recovered by the Sioux. The Sioux get the fumble. Brody Nordmark gets the fumble, and the Sioux take over.
As we take a look at the RTC Network's instant replay,
First and 10.
Ethan Gillespie gets everybody set, gets them into motion. The ball just gets a little high over, a little bit of adrenaline. They got a wind play, and it's actually a pretty good snap. Maybe looked like he took his eye off the ball. And Brody Nordmark lands on it, and ball Westhope.
Gillespie, and that was an issue last week.
That was an issue last week.
3 or 4 of those.
Yeah, he just got lucky on a couple of them. They're bobbled snaps, and I know Trey Jacobson did mention that. We're going to get to Trey's Lane Fleur's coach's comments here after a bit.
Well, Broughton now deals over quickly to Lessman. Lessman, he's got some grass. He's going to make a nice move to the inside. Trayton Lessman's loose. Here goes Trayton Lessman. Beautiful play all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Lessman will take it down inside the 10-yard line.
A 23-yard gain. 23-yard gain. The ball, it's kind of hard to see the scoreboard. The sun is, thankfully, the sun is beaming brightly. It just makes it kind of tough to see the.
We cannot see the scoreboard.
Down in distance, we're just going to have to rely on the first and 10 on the 10.
Trayton Lessman, one of the favorite targets, 592 yards. Well, he's over 600 now. But a good job for Lessman and a good yard after catch attempt from Trayton. Walker hands off quickly to Addison Palmer. Palmer, he's going to be stuffed. Beautiful play there by number 99.
Just swallowed up by Sean Alfaro. Sean Alfaro sits at 270 pounds, plays in nose guard position, and you're going to have to probably get 2 people on him to move him, but he is a mountain of a man, and real nice play for Sean Alfaro.
Sean Alfaro, a stout 270, so a nice play there from number 99. The big man in the middle, but that will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Almighty Sioux. Broughton now in shotgun. He's going to run to the left. Walker, he's got some blockers in front of him. Walker's going to try to go to the corner. Touchdown, Sioux! Who other than Walker Broughton?
Walker Broughton doing Walker Broughton things. Guys out in front of him lighting the way as we got a little bit of an injury over here, but let's not take away from the moment for Walker Broughton. His 1 touchdown here from 10 yards out, seals the corner, around he goes, and just puts his athletic ability to motion, and into the end zone he goes for 6.
David, that's something we've seen a time or two.
We've seen that quite a while. I mean, we got the stats over here. We're not going to keep we're going to keep some secrets from you listeners and followers of how many he's at career-wise and how many he has to need to break a big record for the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux football team.
2-point conversion now for the Sioux. Walker under center, takes a snap. Quickly over. It's going to be an end-around pass. Beautiful play call from Anthony Lee, and it's going to be good. Nice play of the end-around to Damian Braun.
Kind of faked out our cameraman.
Yeah.
Excellent play. If you fake James and Owen out, it's definitely a good play. So your NCC scoreboard, the Sioux 8, the Comets 0. The Comets get to receive the kickoff here going into the next break. We'll be back.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
People's State Bank, with locations in Westhope and Newburgh, specializes in agricultural, commercial, and personal loans and offers convenient and easy online and mobile app banking, as well as tap-to-pay debit cards to make all your banking needs easy. Find their website at psbnd.com. Since 1964, Basin Service Company in Westhope has been providing roustabout, excavation, dirt work, crude oil, and hot oil trucks. Located 4 miles south on Highway 83, Basin Service Company is ready to help you with all your oil field needs. Visit their website at basinnation.com.
Welcome back to Game Day Media. Dallas Hansen, David Peterson on the call here. If you're just joining us, it was a 10-yard scamper by Walker Braun for the touchdown. Then the 2-point conversion got a little interesting as they did a double reverse pass where Braun did get it, but the Comets will get a chance to redeem as Broughton kicks a deep one here. Got a hold of that one. Return is going to be by Colin Spell. Spell trying to make something out of nothing, and Colin Spell's got some space. Colin Spell out of bounds. Or excuse me, that was Jordan Hernandez. David tried to tell me that, but appreciate you, David, there. I just couldn't tell. The crow's nest up here is interesting when you're looking to your left. You've got a big wall. But, David, what do you think now that the Comets, you go down early, you had the fumble. What are you doing if you're Trey Jacobson?
Yeah, we want to get the ball in motion as we're taking another look at this play from the Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux as they just go left side, left heavy, block up field, let the main man get into the end zone. But I'm looking – don't go away from the run. Get some run going. I'd just start running behind number 77, Colt Champion, the big 6'7", 220-pound target for the for the Alexander Comets as Hernandez gets out in the open.
takes on a Sioux defender and goes out of bounds. Great job there by Tiger Lee to chase out Hernandez, but Hernandez putting his head down and getting some yardage.
Yeah, it's a big tackle by Tiger. There was quite a bit, and it's nice to see number 44 for the Alexander Comets, Corey Getzlaff, lead blocking, because last week he did have quite a bit of injuries, kind of hobbling around. I don't know if it was a knee or an ankle or something, but he is a definite valuable asset for these Comets, and definitely valuable for Jordan Hernandez.
Comets in a tight formation, get back to Hernandez. He's met immediately at the line with a host.
Into a wall, a gangle of Sioux, I bet they probably call that, right? A lot of them.
Will Arts, number 27.
That'll be 0 yards gained, but
yeah, that's tough running there. That is. He's going to earn every yard he gets today. And you're going to get all these stats 100% correct, right?
Yes, 1,000% correct.
All right.
3rd and 1 for the Comets.
Paychecks depending on it.
Comets now coming into the huddle. The Sioux are known for their offense, but also a very, very good defensive team, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. Trey Jacobson and the Comets want time. We've got 3rd and 1, so don't go anywhere. Big play upcoming.
Timeout, Alexander. That's our first.
Timeout on the field. Alexander's first timeout of the half.
Imagine working with a team where your well-being is a top priority. At NCC, we champion work-life balance. Our culture ensures you have the time you need for life's important moments. We offer competitive pay that recognizes your hard work. Plus, enjoy comprehensive health insurance that puts your mind at ease. You'll also receive generous paid time off. And think future forward with our retirement contributions, securing your financial peace of mind. Join a team that values you. Work somewhere great and thrive. Don't wait for opportunity to knock. Open the door. Apply today at NCC. Visit nccray.com/careers.
Welcome back to 9-man playoffs. We're in our 2nd round where the Comets are taking on the Sioux, and we've got a big play, 3rd and 1 for the Comets, needing a score after a first possession fumble. Out quickly onto the field is going to be Getzlaff. It's tight formation for the Comets, but here goes Gillespie. He went through his hands again. Gillespie couldn't carry it. This is going to be a sack lunch for the Sioux as 3 take him down.
Oh, that was a big loss, big 3rd down loss going in the opposite direction. As we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, young man, you've got to pay attention to the ball. You're calling for the ball. It's coming. Maybe take a step back. The ball looks like it's coming right at his helmet, but
helmet sticker for that play.
Gillespie, who struggled with the snaps in last weekend's game. Trey did mention to us in the Brad Johnson Insurance post-game show that he was going to try to figure out that, but Gillespie's got a bad case of the yips so far. The punt goes over his head. The punt's over his head. They're going to try to get the Sewer on it. He kicks it. It's going to be swatted out of bounds. That's going to be a flag, but Hernandez heads up play to try to get that out.
Definitely a smart play. You either take a touchdown or you take a 2-point safety.
So back-to-back snaps.
If this is Alexander is praying that this is on Westhope for some reason. I didn't even see where the flag came from.
Melhoff threw it right when I believe Hernandez slapped it out of bounds. We'll see. Here's Melhoff.
We got 2 penalties, both on the offense. We have an illegal kick of the ball and an illegal bat of the ball. The result of the play was the ball going out of bounds. That resulted in a safety for Westhope.
You heard it there.
Wow. So back-to-back turnovers on the Alexander Comets, an unfortunate circumstance because, David, let's be honest. The Alexander Comets are coming in here as the underdog, and they're going to try to upset the Sioux, and now you have back-to-back fumbles, one resulting in a safety. You give the ball back to the Sioux.
You have to play about as perfect can be. If you're going to be giving points, I mean, that's a free point. Smart heads-up play, I guess, by Jordan to be able just to kick it out, but it's an illegal kick. Legal touching by a different player. But, yeah, it is not ideal of how Alexander drew it up on their 3.5-hour bus ride over here, 4-hour or whatever it was for him.
So the Comets will now have a safety kick out to the Sioux. And
into the wind.
Kicking off for Alexander.
Back for the Sioux is going to be Trayton Lessman. He wears number 1.
Sitting right about at his 36-yard line. And I would expect it probably maybe to get to the 50.
Coaches now are telling all their guys to move up. Your exact good call there. Lane Fleur telling his fellas. Yeah, he should. Lane Fleur saying, fellas, let's scoot up. 54 kicks it. And this is going to go, 6 grabbed it instead.
Tiger Lee. Tiger goes out of bounds right around the 29-yard line, so it'll be Westhope-Newburg Sioux ball. Tiger Lee, who is Walker's backup. We wouldn't be surprised if we see Tiger a little bit today, as they like to throw Walker around at wide receiver, running back, tight end, just about everywhere Walker plays.
Yeah, I mean, you think about Anthony Lee and the offensive play calling that he gets to do and be like, all right, what should I do? Where should I put Walker at this time? I think I'm going to put him at center. I want to see him play center. Probably be really good at it.
Yeah, exactly. 10-0 on your NCC scoreboard. The Sioux making the most of these early turnovers by the Comets. Walker will have twins right. One man in the backfield will join him, and that will be Damian Braun. Walker sends a man in motion, takes a snap. He's going to send a pass. Thought about running it. Gives it over to Trayton Lessman. Lessman makes a nice stiff arm and a spin move. Nice play by Trayton Lessman.
A good play. He got stiff arm, but Jordan Champion, the 6 foot, probably 6'4", 210-pound defensive end, coming out of his defensive end position, got stiff arm, battled it back, and was able to get. I mean, it was an 8-yard gain. It could have easily gone to the house, I think, because of the play by Lessman.
Broughton, he's going to hand off quickly over to Damian Braun. Braun makes a man miss. He's going to score.
Man.
Sioux making it look easier.
Braun on the carry on the zone read.
As we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, Damian Braun kind of shifting left, shifting right, the option read. In he goes, the downfield blocking. Let's give some credit to number 10, Gavin Horn, able to put the man on his back, and into the end zone he goes, almost untouched.
Damian Braun.
From the 25.
Making it look easy out there as the Sioux are now lining up to go for two. NCC scoreboard, Sioux 16, Comets 0. Walker, twins left, sends a man in motion.
Touch pass here. Oh.
Walker's going to keep it himself. He's going to try to get to the corner with those fast feet, and he will. So 2-point conversion is good.
2-point conversion good. 5:33 in the first
The Sioux tack on 8 more.
Comets 0.
The Sioux 18, Alexander looking to get on the scoreboard. The Sioux 18, the Alexander Comets 0. 5:33 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this timeout. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Fuel up anytime at Patriot Fuels in Alexander, North Dakota. Open 24/7 on Highway 85. We've got you covered with all your fueling needs. Grab some hot food, refreshing beverages, and everything you need to keep you going day or night. Patriot Fuels in Alexander, where convenience meets quality. Stop by today.
Welcome back to Game Day Media. My name is Dallas Hansen. Joined fieldside with David Peterson. And David, so far in this ball game, it's been, can you catch a snap for the Comets? And so far the answer has been a big N-O.
No, it's definitely, I mean, the snaps are there. I mean, looking from up here in the press box, it looks like it's coming right at his face mask. I don't know if he's just seeing where the defense is at, trying to read the defense, seeing what I need to do, taking his eye off the ball for a second even, and tragedy is stricken to the Alexander Comets with those two big errors.
Hernandez fumbles it, and he's just going to hop on it now. So Hernandez will gather it up right around the 24-yard line, and here come the Comets. Trey Jacobson, who is a very cool, calm, and collected human being and was a great quarterback for the Wofford City Wolves. He's been in this a time or two, David, but he's got to be telling his team, hey, guys, I understand, but we got to start rolling now.
Yeah, if we let him get 18 points in each quarter, that's going to be a long game for us.
Yeah.
We got to cut this out right now. We got to get our running game going, getting Jordan Hernandez the ball.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I was thinking Vikings football tomorrow.
Will be Gillespie. They're in that tight formation. Gillespie. Oh, wrong side. And we got another fumble. The ball's on the ground. Hernandez picks it up quickly, but David.
I think Alexander was able to jump on it. But, yeah, Gillespie went right, and the play was designed to go left, and it was just kind of doomed and gloomed from the beginning of the snap almost.
Gillespie, we're going to have the referees are meeting right now, and some of the Sioux players are saying this is Sioux football.
WNG saying we got the ball, but they don't really make the call. I saw, too late on our replay, but I saw two white jerseys on the ball.
Damian Braun pleading his case, saying I recovered the football, but we shall see what the officials come up with here as Melhoff will come out.
We had an inadvertent whistle. Whistle came when the play official thought the ball was recovered. It was not. Therefore, it's a loose ball. The offense has the opportunity of taking the results. The player replay it first down. We'll replay first down.
Okay, interesting. So the new life. So that last play, just mark it off. An inadvertent whistle if you didn't catch that. So they're going to blow that last play dead, and we will replay first down for the Comets.
Very good explanation from Jeremy, a very tenured official.
Hernandez trying to make some space.
Lowered the shoulders. Take another look at the RTC Network's instant replay. A gain of about 3 for Jordan.
A gain of about 2.5 for the Comets.
Up on the ball a little slow. I think I'd like to get a little bit more up-tempo, get everything going a little bit faster. What do I know? We sit up here in the press box with 5 sweatshirts and a jacket and a heater.
Hernandez so far today, 6 rushing attempts already for 12 yards.
Hard 12 yards.
Hard yards earned there.
Now, talk about Trey Jacobson's experience. Who did he play for? Was Fred Fridley. I mean, the knowledge of football for that young man has got to be fantastic for Trey Jacobson.
Gillespie goes on a quarterback keeper and gets absolutely smoked by
number 8, Will Arts. No gain on the play.
So Gillespie getting in on the rushing attempt, but so far the only 2 that we've mainly seen in this game so far, David, have been Gillespie and Hernandez.
Yeah, and when we've been calling Gillespie's name, it hasn't been positive reinforcement for him. Ball's going through his hands.
Here we go, Sioux fans.
Running the play from the wrong side of the ball. I'm sure, don't get me wrong, I bet you there's jitters like crazy coming for Ethan right now, but just got to settle in, do your thing, young man.
Comets send a man in motion. Gillespie, he's going to roll to his right. He's got some room. He's going to try to take it. He might have been past the line of scrimmage. Nice throw just out of the hands of Julian Grant, who did have a catch earlier here. Julian had a 6-yard reception.
Yeah, just running for his life here as he comes to the lower side of the screen. Julian Grant just does a big drag across the field. And Ethan running for his life, got somebody over the top, put it out where only Julian could get it, but it falls harmlessly to the ground for an incompletion. But it was the right play, let his receiver out, wanted him to make a play on the ball.
Back deep for the Sioux.
So here we go again with the special team punt formation for the Comets. Hernandez, this one's good. Hernandez is going to get a solid punt off all the way back. And
fair catch.
Fair catch called by Walker Broughton.
Fair catch.
So the Sioux will now come out. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back and Walker extend this lead. Don't go anywhere. Game Day Media is here, ready to go.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Since 1939, Sun Manufacturing has been a world-class, family-owned, and all-American business. And as we continue to grow in Newburgh, North Dakota, Sun Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise your family. Apply today at sunmfg.com.
Okay, go. Broughton in the shotgun. He's going to drop back, looking to pass. Broughton thinking. He's going to go to his left, just out of the reach of Will Arts. But he had some time back there. He looked all around the yard and settled on Arts, but it will be an incompletion for the Sioux.
Hernandez for Alexander.
So far today, Walker, 3 for 4 on passing attempts for 31 yards. But they have been doing a little bit of everything. Damian Braun had a huge run up the middle. Make our NCC scoreboard 18-0. Sioux are ahead of the Comets. Walker now, 2 to his right, 1 to his left. Walker, nice little fake. Going to drop back, looks over, no good. So back-to-back incompletions now for the Sioux.
Broughton's pass intended for number 7, Damian
Looking for
Braun.
Damian Braun again. We were just speaking of him, but Anthony Lee, the basketball coach for the Sioux, he is also the offensive coordinator, giving Walker his point guard / everything instructions here. But what a cool thing for co-head coach Anthony Lee to get a chance not only see Walker perform on the football field, but also the basketball court.
Kind of almost probably like a father figure to Walker. You know, the relationship they've had for 6 years. You had it in your podcast.
Yeah.
We've been coaching him for 6 years. That puts him back as an 8th grader playing basketball and football.
So we're going to hand off to Addison Palmer. Addison's going to get a gain of about 5. So Addison, Addison Palmer, a.k.a. Jordan Addison, with a nice little 6-yard gain for the Sioux.
I think he'd like that. Maybe he's not a Vikings fan, but I feel like he would like that comparison.
That brings up 4th down for the Sioux, and they are going to go for it.
You know, we had this 2 weeks ago to where MLS was able to hold them right before going into half, and you could just tell the excitement from Mohall, and all of a sudden Walker Broughton busts one out about in the same area.
They pump fake, gets it over back to Will Arts. Will Arts makes a move for the first down and more. So a beautiful play call. They kind of faked that bubble screen and then threw it across the middle.
Yeah, and the reaction from the Alexander side was about the same as from the Mohawk-Lansford-Sherwood side. Was just, we had them at 4th and 6, 4th and 7, whatever it was, and now they get all the way down to the 31-yard line. But when you have, you have to respect every weapon, and it's tough. It's tough, playing that good of defense all the time on every single player. Every single one of these weapons for Walker Broughton, including himself, can go off for 100 yards receiving and rushing any given day.
Arts, Lessman, and Palmer all have multiple receptions already in this football game, so Walker being nice with this, and he's going to have a little jump pass here to Addison. Addison's going to try to get a nice tackle there. Beautiful play by Shane Cross of the Comets, and that's how you play defense there. Fill the gap. And
we've seen that play with much more success the last recent games that we've covered for Westhope. Kind of looks like Patrick Mahomes, where he just barely touches, has the ball in his hands for about a quarter of a second and just has to get the ball. I'd like to see Lessman or Addison able to take that handoff and, take the direct snap in motion.
2nd and 8 now for the Sioux. They are the number 3 overall seed in the state. Looking to make a run deep here to try to get a chance at the Dakota Bowl Championship. Walker now. Easy peasy lemon squeezy right up to the first down marker. Walker making it look easy right there.
Yeah, just athlete on athlete and up. It's a designed QB draw, designed QB run. Lets the offense go. A little option read. Up the field he goes, in and out. The hardest thing to do is probably tackle him wide open. Julian Gant able to do that. Nice form tackle from Julian.
Also something that the Sioux are doing, David, that's noteworthy is a lot of more instructions with this no-huddle offense.
Yeah, they want to get up tempo. They want to get in motion for sure.
Walker, pump fake. He's going to go around, looking at his left. He's going to make a pass deep. Ooh, just out of the reach. But a great call there by the officials as the pass was intended for Will Arts.
Just put a little on it as we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay. Ball's in motion, looking for number 8, Will Arts. Finds him on the sideline, tries to tiptoe, just barely, tries to drag his feet. I think he's able to drag his feet. They probably put 6 on the scoreboard.
Walker Broughton so far this year, 95 pass attempts for 78 completions, 1,300 yards, 22 touchdown passes as well. So he's going to hand off this time, though. It's going to go over to Addison Palmer. Addison's going to go deep, but we've got laundry on the field here. So a penalty upcoming.
Flags on the field.
If we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, all of 220 pounds Colt champion kind of hog-tied him, jumped up, and threw him into the ground.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
Ooh.
That penalty half the distance to the goal, result to the first down.
So a face mask against the Comets.
Foul against the Comets.
That's their first penalty of the football game.
That'll be first and goal for the Sioux.
So first and goal for the Sioux now as they're looking to make this score even bigger. As Walker takes a shotgun snap, gives it to Palmer. Palmer up the gut. He's going to be stopped. Nice play defensively.
Ball's on the ground.
Oh, it's out.
I think they may be ruling him down. Definitely down. We take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay. Little motion read. Ball's in. Colt champion there. I mean, they were doing that a lot last week against the Honkers. They were trying to rip every single thing out of Cohen Symes' arms, and I don't remember a fumble from last week, but they were all over every play. They were trying to rip the ball out.
Walker will have 2 to his right, 1 to his left. Taking instructions from Anthony Lee. Palmer will be right beside him.
Spread him out. I'm looking for him to run right up the middle.
Walker drops back, looks to his right. He's going to throw one out.
Ooh.
Oh, just incomplete. Oh, but it gets caught.
You got to be.
Oh, incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Let's take another look at this as number 6, Jaden Champion, just decks Walker Broughton on his blind side, able to put his helmet, shoulder pad right into his back, right, pow, right there, in 1, out 2, into 3, just bobbled and falls incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Porter Soyseth for the Comets, the freshman, had a pick 6 lined up, but I think he got moving before he caught the football and went through his hands and then through a Sioux. But either way, we're going to have a 4th and 5 here on the 5. Walker, shotgun, man in motion. He's going to follow his guys to the right.
This is such a tough play to defend.
Walker's going to get in. Touchdown, Broughton.
Just an incredible athletic play. Haven't seen a signal officially yet. It looked like he tiptoed the sidelines. Maybe we can catch it on our instant replay. Everybody's left. He just stops, shift directions up the field.
We have
Is that
flag.
a penalty flag? Yeah.
We got a flag. Melhoff, here he comes.
Holding. Offense.
Oh, wow.
10-yard penalty from the Sioux. Still third down.
Holding against the Sioux.
So a 10-yard penalty will send the Sioux back.
Hey, how about that mic, huh?
Yeah, the mic sounds great. And I want to give a quick shout-out to David here. He's not only doing color, he's producing. They left Tioga at 7 a.m. to set up today. So quick shout-out to you and Owen and James, all the camera guys. We're doing good, big things here.
I don't really mean this, Grandma, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but at a football game. But I want to be at your birthday, too. I'll teleport home quick.
That is the end of the first quarter. Your NCC scoreboard says the Sioux 18, Comets 0. When we come back, we're going to have 4th and goal for the Sioux.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Dad.
Can you hang out with Grandpa for a bit? I'm down in the barn.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll be up there in a bit.
RTC Networks capture cameras. Keep an eye on what you care about.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Welcome back to Westhope, North Dakota. Football's the game. GameDay Media is the play. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. Give us a like. Share with friends, family, whoever you think might enjoy some of this. But we've got a special guy here, Walker Broughton. He's going to look to get in the end zone as he takes the snap, fakes, looks to the middle, completed. Nice play, and they're going to go just shy. Damian Braun, who's had a heck of a game so far. Braun's going to be short. Excuse me, that was 3rd down, so that's going to be about 4th and goal from the 1.
Yeah, I feel like they showed 4th down maybe on the scoreboard, but yeah, it's definitely 3rd and 11. Now up, just nice tackle from
the 1 yard line.
Damian Braun, who has been balling out this game. Walker takes the snap, goes to his left. He's tackled behind the line, and it's going to be close. And it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Sioux. Walker got held behind the line, looked like a little bit, but that powerful human being gets through the line.
Yeah, Corey Getzlaff did everything he possibly could to hold him out of the end zone, which is very, very tough to do from the 1 yard line. But able to get into the end zone for the Sioux to put 6 more on, increasing their lead to 24-0. First play from scrimmage in the second quarter. 2-point conversion, fumble, ball on the ground.
Walker picks it up, tries to get in, gives a reverse to Braun. Braun's going to be stuffed.
We saw that earlier against Divide County where we thought he's dead in the water. The Divide County stuffed it. What the heck? The ball's in the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Willards. But 2-point conversion is no good. We'll be back after this timeout. Sioux 24, Comets 0. We'll be back. This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Since 1939, Sun Manufacturing has been a world-class, family-owned, and all-American business. And as we continue to grow in Newburgh, North Dakota, Sun Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise your family. Apply today at sundmfg.com.
Yep. What a beautiful day for football in the greatest state in North America. North Dakota sports are back. Playoffs are ready. Both teams looking to make a chance to get to the Dakota Bowl, which the Sioux almost got to last year, losing out in the semifinals. But this year might be a different story. The Sioux look impressive early here. Sioux are now up in our NCC scoreboard 24-0. We're having a little glitch here, so the scoreboard here is up But right now on our scoreboard, it's not. David's going to run down and check that out for us. The Comets are going to let this one go out of bounds. We're going to have a penalty on the Sioux as the Comets will trot onto the field to take over and try to get into this 24-0 lead, which I hold that they have dug themselves off of a couple turnovers. So basically it's been self-induced because
the kicky team. Ball we placed at the 35, first down Alexander.
It's been some self-induced turnovers, if you will. Gillespie fumbled the snap, Sioux get it, and then there was a punt that went out of the back of the end zone, and Hernandez had a heads-up play, knocked it out of bounds, but they give up the safety and then have to kick back to the Sioux. So without those two, who knows what the score of this game is, but it's still, with 11:26 in the first half, 24-0. So it'll be Hernandez in the Wildcat formation. Hernandez makes a couple men miss. He's going to go tough sledding here for Hernandez, but a great job, and kind of interesting to see the head coach, Trey Jacobson, go to the Wildcat, trying to figure out a way to get through this, slice through this Sioux defense, and what a nice way. Just get Hernandez to take the snaps. David, again, is working on our scoreboard, trying to get it figured out here with 11 minutes left here in the first half. It's the Sioux 24, Comets 0. Comets now, fourth possession of the football game. We're going to have a funky formation. Trey is Jaden Champion now at quarterback. Champion takes a snap. He's going to go to the right side. Jaden's got some space. Look at this Champion kid move. First down, Comets. And there is life on the Alexander sideline. Jaden Champion, we talked about him before the game and how well and how good of an athlete this kid is, and a nice gain of 8 yards there for Jaden Champion. Jaden had an outstanding defensive performance last week against the Honkers. So the Comets switching up some things offensively. Gillespie no longer at quarterback. Champion will try to make the Comets a champion here as he takes over at quarterback 1. Jaden in a tight formation for Alexander. Takes a snap. Looks at an option, but he's going to cut it up. And a beautiful tackle. Nice play there by Hunter Tolstead. Champion's going to get a gain of 1 no matter what our PA announcer says here in Westhope. But it will be a gain of 1 for Champion, and 2nd and 10 still for the Comets. 9:56, and the clock is running here in the first half. NCC scoreboard. Appreciate all the sponsorships that made today possible. Bringing you live 9-man B Division football. We love it. Jordan Hernandez, the senior, now in the Wildcat. He's going to take the snap. He's going to pass, actually. Hernandez looks to pass to Champion. It's completed. Hernandez to Champion for a 2-yard gain. So Hernandez, he can run, he can pass, he can do it all. Hernandez with a nice completion there for 3. Jaden Champion receiving that to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Alexander Comets. Kudos to their coaching staff. They're switching up things. It wasn't working early on what they were doing. So a switch was made. The adapt or die figure comes up. As you can hear, our announcers very enthusiastic, trying to get this Sioux team ready to go. Gillespie, he's back at quarterback. He's going to throw. It's going to be completed to Hernandez. Hernandez, he's got some space. There he goes up the sideline. Jordan Hernandez, he might be loose. Hernandez gets a score. Beautiful play, but we've got a flag, so hold on. Let's take a look at our RTC instant replay. Gillespie, who comes back into the game, delivers a strike to Hernandez, but we've got laundry. Referees are getting together to talk about this. Jeremy Melhoff with the call.
We've got 2 penalties on the offense. Block at the back. Block at the back on the offense. That penalty declined. We had a holding on the offense, number 63. We'll go 10 yards from the previous spot. Replay 3rd down.
What a killer if you're a Comets fan. They finally get a nice play. Hernandez scampers off for a 54-yard run. But Gillespie, you got to check the moxie on Gillespie, because to step back into this game after a few different formations, delivers a strike to Hernandez. Hernandez scores, and now you're looking at 3rd and about 17 yards for the Comets. So absolutely heartbreak for the Comets and their fans, but watching them last week, that don't bug them. They'll be right back in this. So Gillespie, he's going to go back into quarterback position. 2 to his right, 2 to his left. Hernandez in the backfield with him. Gillespie deals. They're going to go with the option. Gillespie's going to try to pick up about, I'd give him 5 or 6. So Gillespie doing a good job here, maintaining the best he can.
23, Dylan Potter, after a gain of about 3.
So the 4th down, 4th and 13, they're going to send out the punting unit and Hernandez.
Back deep to receives number 4, Walker Broughton, for the Sioux defense.
Jordan Hernandez, the senior, commit to Minot State University. He's going to play football there next year. Gets his inner Pat McAfee on with a nice booming kick. Walker lost it in the sun. And it's going to take an Alexander Comet bounce and be downed at the 14-yard line. So a nice punt there. We're going to keep it right here as we are trying to figure out our scoreboard currently. So David Peterson doing a great job figuring that out. 8:24 left here in the first half. Sioux 24, the Comets 0, and what has been an interesting game. Comets haven't been getting it going offensively, but they've switched up a few different things offensively. Finally got it going, but a holding call erased that score. So out trot the Sioux, the number 3 seed overall in the state. If things go the way as planned, they should have another home playoff game next week, barring a win today. It'll be a nice quick out pass to Damian Braun. Braun, nice play for a 5-yard gain. Beautiful strike there by Walker to Braun, and Braun's been his early favorite target here. Second down and 3. Braun with his 3rd reception of the football game already. Walker, he's going to go deep to Braun. Beautiful play, nice. Will Arts, excuse me. Will Arts making a beautiful play for a first down. Broughton to Arts. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Walker with a beautiful 34-yard strike to get the Sioux back and catching the rhythm again. And we talked about this in the pregame, but Will Arts, a big part of this offense. Not only do they have great players in Walker, but they've got these great surrounding cast members. Here's going to be Damian Braun now taking a screen. Braun's going to be loose. Braun, 10, 5, touchdown Sioux! Damian Braun putting a catastrophe on this. Walker Broughton, nice little bubble screen out to Damon Braun, who scores easy to make the Sioux. Our NCC scoreboard reads 30-0. Comets down big early in this first half. 7:29 left in the second quarter. Sioux are now going to go for 2, taking instructions from co-head coach Anthony Lee. Broughton looking down at his wristband. He's got 2 to his right, joining the backfield with Damian Braun. He's going to hand off to Braun. Braun right up the gut. And he is good. Brandon Weber, the line judge, says it is good. We are going to take a quick break, and we will be back as the Comets will get a chance to dig into this lead.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Stevens Welding and Machine in Glenburn, North Dakota is a locally owned and operated full-service machine and welding shop specializing in fabrication, oil field and agricultural welding and repair and hydraulics. We've been in the Glenburn area since 1946. Shauna's Place is a small-town home cooking cafe located in Westhope. Everything from burgers, pizza, homemade soup, to muffins, cookies, pies, cakes, and much more. Also available for catering events and party rooms. Enjoy a meal at Shauna's Place.
Welcome back to Game Day Media. I'm Dallas Hansen, joined fieldside with David Peterson. David's still doing some tech stuff for us. But a lot of people don't see this, but all the things that go into a Game Day Media broadcast. So quick shout out to David and Randy Peterson for starting this thing already now into our 3rd year, I believe. Appreciate all the sponsors that have come on board for us and helped make today possible. The Sioux will now kick off. 7:29 left here in the first half. It's been all Sioux all day. Gavin Horn puts his leg into it. It's going to go to a Comet player, and that is going to be Porter Soyseth. Porter making a move to the outside. Porter's got some space. Here goes Soyseth. but he's tackled up quickly there by Trayton Lessman. Now trot the Comets, who offensively have looked deep into the playbook as we've seen some Wildcat, we've seen a different quarterback, we've seen Hernandez throw the football, we've seen a little bit of everything. But there's something to be said the way that Lane Fleur has called this game defensively. Completely shut down Hernandez rushing the football, who is a great player. Already he's got 1,600 yards rushing alone in this season, so a great player. And the Sioux defense has stopped him dead in his tracks. So a shout out to Lane Fleur, the defensive co-head coach, but the defensive coordinator. Hernandez now in the backfield. He'll take the snap, go to his right, and he is stuffed. They're going to give him maybe a gain of 2, actually, so Hernandez will get 2 yards.
Officials say down by contact.
So that is
on the Wildcat, picks up about 1. He's met by the entire
already Hernandez's 10th rushing attempt. So Hernandez getting a lot of love here early, but only his 22nd rushing yard gain. So 10 attempts for 22 yards. Pretty good for the Sioux. And we talked with both the coaches, Anthony Lee and Lane Fleur, before this game. And Hernandez was a big focal point, obviously, in their game planning. But the way they have shut him down is something to be said. And they're going to try to do that to just about every good player they're going to play, obviously, around the state. Gillespie now takes a shotgun, and it's going to be a 1 yard. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Ethan Gillespie, the sophomore quarterback, who is taking over for Jacob Novak, who was their starting quarterback. Jacob, a junior and a great basketball player as well. Jacob hurt his collarbone in last week's game. Wasn't able to play most of the football game, so Ethan came in, did a good job. But now we're going to have Hernandez at quarterback. Jordan, an excellent running back. We're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout will go to the Comets. So we're going to take a quick break as well. We'll be back with third down for the Comets.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
People's State Bank, with locations in Westhope and Newburgh, specializes in agricultural, commercial, and personal loans and offers convenient and easy online and mobile app banking, as well as tap-to-pay debit cards to make all your banking needs easy. Find their website at psbnd.com. Since 1964, Basin Service Company in Westhope has been providing roustabout, excavation, dirt work, crude oil, and hot oil trucks. Located 4 miles south on Highway 83, Basin Service Company is ready to help you with all your oil field needs. Visit their website at basinnation.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Since 1939, Sun Manufacturing has been a world-class, family-owned, and all-American business. And as we continue to grow in Newburgh, North Dakota, Sun Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise your family. Apply today at sunmfg.com.
Full catch by Porter Soyset, the freshman. That'll be a Comet first down. So Jaden threw across his body all the way across the field for a Comet first down. Good job by Jaden Champion. So we've had, listen to this stat, folks. 3 different players have pass attempts already for the Comets. Jaden's got 2 completions, 1 for 6 and 1 for 4. But the Comets, good, hats off to their coaching staff, trying to make something work against this stout Sioux defense. Hernandez now on the hard count. He's going to run it to his left. Hernandez following blockers. He's got some space. Nice stiff arm, and he gets out of bounds, but a good job there by Hernandez. He's going to have a first down. Jordan Hernandez making his presence known. So far, after that one, team rushing attempts, 13 team rushing attempts for 46 yards. Trying to get to that century mark as your NCC scoreboard. 5:27 left here in the first half. Sioux 32, Comets 0.
Scoreboard's back.
Nice job, David. Nice job, buddy. Here we go, Jaden Champion in quarterback. He's going to keep it. Led out by Getzlaff. Nice block from Getzlaff, and Champion might be loose, but we're going to have another penalty. I think they got Getzlaff for a hold. And Champion's limping. This is not good. Jaden Champion is now limping. Got caught from behind there. Jaden Champion on a nice 10-yard run, but
keep walking. Walk it off.
Yeah, got caught from behind. Ankle might have got twisted a little bit there, but he looks to be okay.
Personal foul Face mask on the defense, number 27. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
That'll be added.
So the second penalty of the game on the Sioux.
Hunter Tolstad, the guilty party. I like when they put the names in there,
Yeah.
or the numbers, excuse me. The numbers, Hunter holding face mask on 27. Big penalty, big play for the Comets. A lot of positive momentum for these Alexander Comets as they're getting downfield. Kind of giving the reins over to Jordan and to Jordan.
Jaden now gets the reverse. He's going to try to make a move, but beautiful defensive play there.
Dazzle is sniffed out by number 27.
Hunter Tolstad making a nice play defensively.
7-yard loss.
Yeah, beautiful plays. We look at the RTC Network's instant replay. It almost looked like it was going to be a pass back to maybe Hernandez possibly. But Tolstad not fooled, playing a beautiful defensive end position for the Sioux.
Outruns Ethan Gillespie, who's going to come back in for quarterback. Right next to Hernandez and Getzlaff. Gillespie, he's going to go on a run to the left side. Nice play, heads up play there by Damian Braun. So Gillespie's third rushing attempt goes nowhere. So he's got 5 yards rushing total. But nice play there by Damian Braun, who's been an offensive focal point for the Sioux so far. He's scored rushing, he's scored receiving, doing a little bit of everything.
It's his turn to explode. I mean, the weapons that WNG has is whose night is it going to be tonight? And that's probably one of the best things that you can have for a football team is, put your egos aside and let's just win, baby.
Gillespie and shotgun. Twins right for Gillespie. He's going to go to his right, but he's quickly swallowed up. Oh, my goodness. Damian Braun.
Gillespie on the quarterback carry.
Take another look at that. Ethan Gillespie, if you're going to be a successful quarterback, you got to know when to get down and you got to know when to tuck that ball in. As we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, dodges one man, got that ball way out wide, and boom, delivers the blow.
NCC scoreboard, Sioux 32, Comets 0. Sioux are going to try to milk this clock for all it's worth, trying to keep Walker and the offensive team for the Sioux on the sidelines. Maybe cut into this lead a little bit before half.
Alexander's got to score here because they go right on defense to start the third quarter.
Gillespie, he's going to roll to his right, try to throw. He's going to be hit as he throws. Oh, just out of the reach, but how did he get that up there? Intended for Julian Grant, and Gillespie somehow got it towards Julian.
Yeah, as we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, he rolls out to his right side and kind of swim moves the first defender right there, up, and Tolstad is getting to know Ethan Gillespie real well in his grill almost every single play. He is playing a whale of a defensive game.
A very well-rounded Sioux football team. Offensively, we all know what they can do, and defensively, they're starting to make a name for themselves. Sioux take over on downs. Walker's going to have 2 wide receivers on each side of him.
That's scary.
Broughton drops back. He's going to pass. And he's going to go deep, but this is a duck, got caught in the wind, and it's still beautiful defensive play there from number 3, Porter Soyseth. Pass was intended for Will Arts.
Coming right into your living room, as you did say. I mean, that's probably not the prettiest pass that Walker's ever thrown, but it still went about 40 yards on the fly, 30 yards on the fly here. It's coming right into your living room here, up and in, and Porter Soyseth able just to get probably a fingernail on the ball and pop it away from the intended receiver.
2nd and 10 now for the Sioux. Walker with 2 wide receivers on his left, 2 on his right. Walker takes a snap, hands it off quickly to Addison Palmer. Addison making some room. Beautiful block on the outside. He cuts it back in. Look at Addison Palmer.
Nice play by Porter Soyseth, the freshman, 140 pounds, able to kind of wiggle around as we take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay, able to push the play back in for some help. Ultimately didn't need a whole lot of help, able to make the tackle himself as he gets out wide, makes it tough to block, and able to tackle and put him down at about the 37-yard line for first down.
Trips left for Walker now, 1 to his right. The Sioux just went over 200 yards total on offense. Walker, he's going to pass. Bubble screen. Over quickly to Jaden Nelson. Nelson Makes one man miss, almost gets the first down, but it's going to be a 9-yard gain for the Sioux.
Nice play by sophomore Julian Gant, 150-pound wide receiver, able to come over and clean everything up, but damage has already been done. 9-yard gain, one shy of a first down as the Sioux keep the train rolling south.
Sioux now practicing this no-huddle offense. Walker handing out instructions over to Jaden Nelson. Walker's going to pass. Looks to his right. Nobody at home. He's got the check down wide open. He tells him to go deep. Walker is going to go deep. It's going to be deep to Will Arts, and he caught it. Will Arts caught the football. Beautiful play. Out of bounds.
Arts is down. Looked like he maybe tweaked his ankle. I think he's going to get up okay, though. But if we take a look at RTC Network's instant replay, as you see the cameras, unused cameras, as Broughton unloads, trying to follow that ball, just barely tiptoed the sideline for a nice completion for the Sioux.
Nice little 45-yard pass for Walker.
More importantly, got out of bounds. I don't know if that's maybe what Anthony Lee and Lane Fleur wanted, but they're able to stop the clock and reset the wheels in motion.
Braun's over 100 yards receiving already on this game. Handoff goes to Addison Palmer. He's going to get stuffed, and we know that kid very well, Dave, and that's Colt champion.
Oh, Colt, man, he is a huge kid. I mean, he's 6'7", sophomore for the Alexander Comets. Played a very nice basketball season for A.J. Allard. Last season, looked for him to make some noise on the basketball court this year for sure, but we're playing football right now, and he absolutely, I mean, you get in his grip. I bet he wears probably a 13-size shoe, probably bigger than that, and he just ripped him and threw him to the ground pretty effortlessly, it looked.
Walker, he's going to take it himself. Quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to try to get to the right, and he scores. Pile drive somebody. Walker Broughton show continues.
Man alive, you see this one. Porter Soy kind of wondering what was that? What just hit me there, as you see in the RTC Network's instant replay. Walker Broughton doing Walker Broughton things up and in, and thankfully that unusable camera was in the way, able to hide that freight train coming through of Walker Broughton putting a hurt on. Increasing their lead to 38-0, 1 minute and 2 seconds for an untimed down in the second quarter. Looks like it maybe made James's camera a little crooked too, that force from way up here. We're going to have to adjust that at halftime.
Walker going to go for two. It's just twins left. Sioux going with their heavy formation. It's going to be a pitch. Pitch goes out. Damian Braun tries to get in, but a great play there by Jaden Champion and company. So the two-point conversion, no good. Your NCC scoreboard, Sioux 38, Comets 0. We'll be back with more action.
Sioux 38, Alexander 0.
At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come.
Back deep for the Comets.
Welcome back to Westhope, North Dakota. Thank you for choosing GameDay Media wherever, however you are. We greatly appreciate you joining us here as we've got the second round for the 9-man playoffs. The #3 seed, Westhope-Newburg-Glenburn Sioux, putting on a hurting to the Comets right now, 38-0 with 1:02 left in the first half. Kicking now for the Sioux will be Gavin Horn. Horn sends a short one. Going to try to be wrangled in, but it's going to be on the ground, and the Sioux might have had it. Sioux might have got the football. What's the call here? They're going to say the ball went out of bounds.
Boy, that was bang, bang. I see if we can see that on our replay.
What they are saying is the football touched the white line, so that will be a flag. It's got to be nice to have a referee meeting right by the...
Turn our shotgun up, see if we can hear it.
I can't hear you, man.
It was touched in bounds.
Jeremy and the crew are earning their paycheck today.
Yeah, we've had a lot of interesting plays.
We got a kickoff out of bounds. on the kicking team. We'll go 5 yards from the spot of out of bounds. Be first down.
His kick was out of bounds.
All right.
So penalty will go against the Sioux.
Lucky bounce for the Comets.
Very lucky.
I mean, that is a ball that's sitting there. Probably Lane Fleurs and Anthony are like, somebody get on the ball. Somebody get faster to get on the ball.
100%. Gillespie now. He's going to try to run to his right. Picks up. Oh, my goodness. The pop we just heard.
Man alive. We'll try to see if we can't see that one again on RTC Network's instant replay. But Ethan Gillespie is getting welcomed to top 10 North Dakota high school football with a bang pop from left and right side of his shoulders. Just 1-2 right there, and down he goes. But tough nose kid for the Comets.
Gillespie, who struggled in a little bit in the first quarter, now making a comeback. So
getting
he
under 30 seconds here.
Jaden Champion will now go in shotgun at quarterback. Champion going to run to his right. Cuts it back up the middle. Champion, nice little move here from Jaden Champion. Showing the heart, brings another.
Keep that ball.
Champion powers forward.
We take a look at our RTC Network's instant replay. That's just pure athletic ability, the will to try will his team to get some offensive motion going here. The ball snapped. Starts right, finds the opening. Nice downfield blocking from the Comets up the field. He goes for an easy 15 yards, I believe it was.
5 seconds left. 4, 3,
got timeout.
2, 1. They get it off. Jaden, he's going to run to his right. Jaden makes one man miss, but he's tackled. Nice play there from Will Arts. So our halftime score, your NCC scoreboard, Sioux 38, Comets 0. We're going to have some halftime stats. Don't go anywhere. Appreciate you joining us. We'll be back.
Comets 0.
Prior to the snap, we got illegal shift on the offense. That penalty will be declined. That is the end of the first half.
Okay. Some added penalty flags. Make sure you get that on your spreadsheet. An illegal shift from the Comets. Play doesn't really matter, but into the second half we'll go. Your NCC scoreboard 38 to the Sioux, 0 to the Comets. We'll be back. This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com.
Hey Westhope, the Standard News and Brews is cheering on the Sioux during the playoffs. Swing by on Main Street for your caffeine fix and grab the newspaper before Saturday's game. Hot and iced coffees, Red Bull infusions, Lotus energy drinks, and more. Go Sioux!
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
Fuel up anytime at Patriot Fuels in Alexander, North Dakota. Open 24/7 on Highway 85. We've got you covered with all your fueling needs. Grab some hot food, refreshing beverages, and everything you need to keep you going day or night. Patriot Fuels in Alexander, where convenience meets quality. Stop by today.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
Stevens Grain Cleaning and Seed Sales, offering Mustang, Legend, and Rob Sicko brand soybean and corn seed, along with grain cleaning services for small grains since 1994. Contact Clark at 701-833-3472 for your 2025 seed needs.
Shop Henson's Fur and Leather for a variety of unique, attractive items. Leathers for the cyclist, jewelry, leather goods, comfy footwear, and of course, the area's best selection of Pendleton items from clothing to accessories. Find it all at Henson's Fur and Leather.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Stevens Welding and Machine in Glenburn, North Dakota is a locally owned and operated full-service machine and welding shop specializing in fabrication, oil field and agricultural welding and repair and hydraulics. We've been in the Glenburn area since 1946. Shauna's Place is a small-town home cooking cafe located in Westhope. Everything from burgers, pizza, homemade soup, to muffins, cookies, pies, cakes, and much more. Also available for catering events and party rooms. Enjoy a meal at Shauna's Place.
This GameDay Media broadcast is brought to you by
People's State Bank, with locations in Westhope and Newburgh, specializes in agricultural, commercial, and personal loans and offers convenient and easy online and mobile app banking, as well as tap-to-pay debit cards to make all your banking needs easy. Find their website at psbnd.com. Since 1964, Basin Service Company in Westhope has been providing roustabout, excavation, dirt work, crude oil, and hot oil trucks. Located 4 miles south on Highway 83, Basin Service Company is ready to help you with all your oil field needs. Visit their website at basinnation.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Since 1939, Sun Manufacturing has been a world-class, family-owned, and all-American business. And as we continue to grow in Newburgh, North Dakota, Sun Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise your family. Apply today at sunmfg.com.
Hey, Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.